Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the instruction that I am giving you. So today I'm going to be talking about the acceleration exercise when it comes to scales. So the acceleration exercise is used with 3-octave scales, and it's basically just a way of practicing your scales that most professional violinists use. So acceleration means to get faster. So with each time you play the scale, you are of course going to get faster, and you're going to be doing more notes per bow. Now, in order for this sequence to work, you must be doing the turn at the beginning and the end of your scales. If you're not familiar with the turn, you're basically going to play 1, 3, 2, and then start your scale. So we're going to be using G major in this video as an example. So I'm going to play G, B, A, and then start my scale. And then when I end the scale, I go all the way down to G. I have to do the turn again. So I go B, A, and then I end with G. So this will not work without the turn. So what I'm going to do is basically walk you through each step of the acceleration exercise. So the first step is going to be 1 note per bow and 2 clicks per note. You can think of this as half notes. So as you get better and better, you can start to eliminate this step because it is kind of slow. But if you are just beginning to, learn your 3-octave scales or learn the acceleration exercise, start with this step. So we're going to play it in G major, and I'm going to be having my metronome on at 60. So this is step 1, 1 note per bow. Ready, go. Awesome. So as you can tell, that is a bit slow, and as you get better, again, you can start to eliminate that step, but if you're just starting, definitely start out with that. Next, you're going to go to 2 notes slurred. So this is going to be 1 click per note or quarter notes. So let's give it a try together. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. And after that, we have 4 notes per bow. So 4 notes slurred and 2 notes per click. So you can think 1/8 notes. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. So the next step is 6 notes per bow, 6 notes slurred, and here you can think triplets. So it's going to be 3 notes per click. 1, 2, ready, go. Good job. So sometimes it is hard to transition from duplets or the 8th notes to the triplets. So if you're having trouble with that, I would suggest practicing something like this. So I'm basically just going back and forth between 8th notes and triplets to really solidify that transition. I know it can be tricky. After the 6 notes slurred, we have 8 notes slurred, and you can think of these as 16th notes. They're going to be 4 notes per click. Let's give it a try. Ready, go. Good, and if you're having trouble with the transition from the triplets to the 16th notes, you can do the same thing that I just demonstrated, right? So you can practice the triplets going into the 16th notes just on your open string to help with that rhythm change. The next is, can you guess? It's 12 notes slurred, and so these are going to be like sextuplets. So it's going to be 6 notes per click. Ready, go. Good, you can already tell it's getting faster, right? Now this next step is optional. I personally do it, but it's totally optional. I know a lot of violinists that don't do it, and it's going to be 16 notes per bow. So you can think of these as 30-second notes, I guess. It's going to be 8 notes per click, and if you choose to do this step, you're going to have to do it twice because you are going to end on an up bow. Ready, go. Okay, and then the last one is 24 notes. It's all the way up in one bow and all the way down on one bow, and you're going to change your bow when you get to the very, very top note. So if you choose not to do the 16 notes per bow, then you can just do the 24 notes per bow as those 30-second notes, right? So as 8 notes per click. However, since I do the 16 notes per bow, I just do the 24 as fast as humanly possible. So something like this. Right, so just as fast as humanly possible, and that's the whole sequence. So as you can tell, they each got faster. 2 more things. If you're having trouble like knowing when exactly to change your bow, I think the most helpful thing is just to see it visually, so you can get a copy of the scale. If you use a scale book, the one I really like is Scales for Advanced Violinists by Barbara Barber. The Flesh book is also good. You can write in all of those slurs because I know it can be very hard to count. The other thing is that these should all be performed continuously, i.e. no stopping between each of the slurs. So the last note of the previous is the first note of the next. So for example, the last note of the 1 note per bow is the first note of the 2 slurred. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now. I'm going to do the whole sequence without stopping, and this is your ultimate goal. Ready, go. that is the scale acceleration exercise. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already.